Pomelo has some new stuff, season 6, that I want to talk about today, and I'm so excited to see you guys wait for me. It's so interesting, guys. And before even we go ahead talk about it, let me know how you're doing. So you should know that Pomelo grants are launching multiple matching pools. So these pools will spread the love for projects and partners alike. Speaking of which, we performed so well. The Synergy performed so well in the last Pomelo grants. And thanks to everyone who really voted for us. So you should know that there are matching pools that are coming up in season 6. And what are these? So starting season 6, Pomelo grants will have several matching pools. And as a grant owner, you will need to choose between one matching pool for your grant when you submit your application. Okentech told us recently that he sort of wants to bring up, he has like a project. So we are going to talk about this. Okentech, I'm sure you already know these things I'm going to talk about, but for us who don't know, let's share some of these insights. So you should know that Pomelo grant donors, so they should get ready for the season to get even more exciting. And as we look at the multiples that are new to Pomelo, so the question is, what do we mean by multiple matching pools? Because some of you don't understand this, you just hear the terms, but you don't know what it means. So in addition to the pool that you used to know, the Pomelo grants will also have additional matching pools that may be focused on a specific category. And you should know that, for example, you can have GameFi and also specific ecosystem. So multiple matching pools are sometimes called multi-pools. These matching pools have varying amounts and eligibility criteria that may be dedicated to a specific category or ecosystem. So multiple matching partners. So you should know that as part of the work to make multiple matching pools happen, Pomelo grants will also be able to welcome multiple matching partners, and thanks to inter-blockchain communication, the IBC, we can have any Antelope chain that supports IBC come on board and use their own tokens to wrap on EOS. So you should know that right now I already noticed that Telos actually has already joined Pomelo season. It's going to be exciting. Speaking of matching partners, partners building on Antelope chains that can fund a matching pool using their token, not only EOS now, other projects like our partners like Telos can now join us and also run their projects on Pomelo. So accordingly, a matching partner can fund multiple pools with different categories and eligibility criteria, just like EOS. And partners define sorry about this. What are they saying? Update. So partners can define the acceptance criteria for their matching pool. For example, IBC matching pool with a given set of tokens. I'll just summarize a few things. How will these matching pools work? Accordingly, each matching pool will have varying amounts and eligibility criteria. Grant owners choose the pool they want to submit their grant to during the application process. And obviously, you have to submit to a pool that coordinates or is in coordinacy to your grant. You cannot apply for example, the EVM pool, and yet you do not have a grant in line with the EVM. So grant owner selects their matching pool round. So accordingly, a grant owner will select their desired matching pool round in the grant application and checking to make sure their grant meets the eligibility criteria. You should know that a grant must match the ecosystem category if specified and the public good requirements if applicable to be approved for a matching round. And I'll give an example of this. For example, NFTs, we all know that they may not be a public good, but you should know that some of them are. For example, Shufan NFTs last time, they participated in the Pomelo grants. For reason being, we give them for free on this very show. So obviously, they are a public good. No one purchases them. We give them out for free on this show, including Shufan NFTs. So that's an interesting bit of this. And away from this, you should know that speaking of donors, they can contribute in EOS and more if there is a pool in other tokens like Telos. So Donors can contribute to grants in any matching round with EOS or other supported tokens like Telos, you know. So more tokens will come into play as more matching partners and communities join. Away from this, I want to talk about the rules. So what's next is simply, this is just the beginning, and if you know that season 6 will give us all a chance to see how multiples and partners work on Pomelo grants. And I will be also looking for your feedback in the comment section. So let me know what you think about this. Do you think these pools can change anything? And I want us to look at some of these pools. Actually, let me even check for this, what we are talking about right here. I saw this actually, no, I will check this using Twitter. So there is a lot going on Pomelo, and it's so exciting. I want to check this out, but before it loads, let's go on. So these matching pools are so exciting. So let's look at some of the rules. Grant applications, first of all, must be a public good, as already said, meaning that the deliverable is non-rivalrous and non-excludable. So you should know that what will you build that is available for free and for everyone to access. So if your application focuses on your business rather than a public good, for example, if the NFTs, they should focus more on being a public good than just business-wise. So we always know that a collection like an NFT is unlikely to qualify as a public good, and as NFTs are excludable, you know, you have to purchase them in order to own them. So I'm yet to see. Okay, Ntek, what's your feedback about this? How are you planning to make your NFT collection or whatever project you have? I remember you told us it's an NFT project, and I even showcased it on this show. How are you going to make it a public good? I want to see some of the feedback about this. That's the first rule. You have to make sure it's a public good. Intake, please. You can give me some feedback. So the consequences, if this is not a public good, your grant doesn't qualify as a public good, you should know that it will be labeled action required. So grant owners are given the opportunity to adjust their application to focus on the public good. So the second rule basically is that grant owners must provide progress updates on each season. And donors want to know what progress you have made with your project since the last season. That's very important. If you achieved any achievements, for example, this very show that EOS Pulse are powered by the EOS Synergy. We are under the EOS Synergy, and the EOS Synergy participated in the Pomelo last season. So what can we show that we use the funds for concerning what we promised? I think this is common knowledge. So I will not say much about this. Another rule is that donors' contributions and matching funds must be used to complete the project described on your grant page, not for any other project, you know. If you promised your project is about, for example, giveaway show, you cannot use it for another project apart from that very project. Another rule basically is that grant applications must be original and not plagiarized. You're not allowed to copy another project, you know. You have to be original, and everything about the project has to be original. So also some of the rules, you cannot offer payment, gifts, or other benefits in return for donations. And also you cannot create a new identity or fake accounts to contribute to grants. Sometimes this is called a Sybil attack. And if you're detected, obviously, this is rejected. And also you cannot covertly coordinate with others to unfairly manipulate the system. And that's all about Pomelo grants. But I'm going to check out what they have. Pomelo themselves, there's some interesting. Let's check out Pomelo itself, what they have to show us. I want to talk about Pomelo so that we really exhaust it in detail. So keep the conversations coming through. I want to see what you guys think about Pomelo. And I'm so excited to see what you guys have to say. I'll read some of the comments shortly as I load some other content. Hanson is saying, when Pomelo website was updated to support 4 matching pools, I thought we would have a public beta testing. Hanson is saying that. Kenani is saying, can anyone participate in the Pomelo season 6? Just like before, yes, Kenani. You can participate just like before as long as you register on the site of Pomelo, and you can vote for your projects. So that's all I'm seeing in the comment section. So let's check out some of these, what they have to say. Let's see these pools what are these pools actually when you check out the Pomelo site. I don't have much of the news today because I've already spent much time. So let's just check out Pomelo, and then we'll go into the spin wheel. I'll actually pause the trivia will be for next week because I don't think you guys are ready for the trivia. I've really spent much time organizing the show, so I don't think you can participate in the trivia. We shall just have a spin wheel for today. So let's see some of these. This is not what I wanted. I want to check out Pomelo itself. So I'll just check out Pomelo itself and show you what we are talking about. I want some of your feedbacks. And they've separated the funding actually. The funding has been separated for various pools. I saw EVM has over 65,000 USD in funds for the pool. And let's see. I'll try checking out their Twitter site. Now I'm going to the official website. And you can see right here, as I told you, EOS EVM has 65 in USD, 65 USD, 65,000 USD. EOS GameFi also has 65,000 USD. Everything EOS. Now we talk about everything EOS. It means other projects on EOS. Okay, those are other projects on EOS. They have 28,000 USD. Telos has 24,000 USD, as you can see, guys, right here. So I want to know, guys, what do you think? Is this fair enough for other projects? Do you feel like giving 28,000 USD to everything EOS? That means if you're not part of the EVM, you're not part of the GameFi, you have 28,000 EOS. And I think the entire matching pool is 185,000 USD if you add it up. You can do the quick math and let me know if I'm correct. Lowanson is saying it's fair enough. Kenan is saying, meaning I can participate in Pomelo Grant if I have a public project. Yes, apply. Anyone can apply. Anyone can apply, and then we shall vote if your project is really because it's a community. It's the community to vote. So you have to convince us, me and several others, that your project is good, and then we vote for you. As simple as that. Kay is saying, so the upcoming project can't participate. What are you meaning, Kay? I've not understood your question. So is this fair enough? So you can have a project in any of these. That means, I don't know, in my opinion, the EOS synergy does not fall under EOS EVM or GameFi. It's basically a show, and it falls under everything EOS. That's the pool we shall be in. And for the Telos projects, they'll be under the pool of Telos. So this is the new developments on Pomelo. I don't know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good way to upgrade? Because originally this wasn't there. We never had these pools. I think it's also fair because you guys complained over the weekend. You said that there are many good projects that have good content, good way they're going to spend the funds, and they're really adding value to EOS, but they get less money compared to those that do nothing. So I feel, for example, honestly speaking, the EOS EVM and EOS GameFi have been making rounds on the internet concerning EOS. A lot has been shared, a lot of content that shows that the future is in the EVM and the GameFi. So it's not a surprise that it has more funds, the pool has more funds. And obviously, this is intended to give more value where deserved, you know. We all agree that the EVM is a new way to coordinate, to communicate with the Ethereum blockchain. And indeed, it's a game changer. Already, we remember the tweet shared by Eve that was speaking about gaming. We also had a weekend show. We talked about the influence on gaming and the adoption of Web3. I don't know if you guys remember. And indeed, this is true. These two have been making rounds on the internet. They are catching a lot of our attention. So it's not a surprise that they deserve more funds. You guys agree? Well, anyway, share your opinions. I just want to see what you guys think. If this is a good way to do this. Do you agree with these polls? And in my opinion, actually, speaking of the IBC, since we have our sister chains that under the Antelope IBC, they can also take advantage of the Pomelo, not only EOS. And you see already Telos has a pool right there. So Kenan is saying it's a good way. He's saying 7 days to create something good. Feel free. It's the community to vote. For you, public good. Anyone else? How can take? I don't know. I wanted to see his feedback. I don't know if he's still here or he left when I also switched off. You remember, guys, I was unable to display some of these things. I had to first go off and then come back later on. So if you're here and you want to comment something, please go on. So I think I've said enough about Pomelo. Let's talk about something else. Pomelo is there for you. I've explained as much as possible. And I call upon all of you to vote for favorite projects. Kenan is saying, is there any criteria to participate in the EOS EVM pool? Well, if your project is under the EVM, if you have had a previous project that can run on the EOS EVM, you can fully onboard it on EOS and then apply under Pomelo grants. I'm not the one who approved this project. So the Pomelo team shall look into your application and obviously approve. If it's a public good anyway, as I already said. Hanson is also saying, yes, the project must be EVM compatible and a public good, obviously. And if you apply in a wrong pool, they will switch you to the correct one. So they review these grants and then put you in the correct pool. That's all about Pomelo. Up next, I think we shall talk about the upcoming AMA, Eve, and Binance. It's there tomorrow. And I hope you guys can come through and hear from him. The man himself, here is his tweet actually, speaking of him. He's saying, looking forward to joining the Binance community for the AMA tomorrow. The AMA is happening at 12:00 UTC on May 31st. If there are any questions you want me to answer, fill out the form below. The form is right here. So you can just go ahead and participate. And this is a good way to learn about EOS. Yves is a valuable member of the EOS community. So you all know him. He's the co-founder and CEO. So just go and listen to him. I'll also attend. I'll attend surely. I have no excuses not to attend. Anson is saying, how to bypass the many firewalls on Pomelo. It's a legendary crowdfunding platform. We had a number of discussions about Pomelo in the previous shows on the weekend. Thanks everyone who came through. Big shout out to you guys who came through over the weekend. It was so interesting. So let me see what else I have to say. Any comment about this? I feel this is good. You cannot miss this. This AMA is very interesting. I can't miss. I want to hear from Yves. I want to see what he has to say. I haven't sent in my questions, but I have to send in after this show. So is there any criteria to participate in the AMA? Just click this link right here. Join in. It's hosted by Binance. I have a feeling you have to have a Binance account to sort of have these rewards of the AMA and etc. So just join in. Check out the link. I don't know if let me share it with you since you're all asking about this. I'll share with you the link shortly, guys. So keep the comments coming through. You see, I respond to what you guys ask. Once you guys ask something, I respond obviously, and it's so interesting that we're having this discussion today. You guys can give me feedback about Pomelo and this AMA. Do you think it has an impact on you guys? For some reason, it's not loading. I think my firewall has blocked it. So I'll leave that. My firewall has blocked it. I think it won't work. Oh, it's right here. Is it? You want to read more about this? It's right here. I'll share the link with you on the chat. It's right here. Finally, it showed up. So you can read more. I've sent the article right here about the EOS AMA. So I hope you guys can enjoy this AMA. I'll be there too. I'll attend. So in other news, I have just a little bits of information to share. The tweets that have really made rounds, just like 2 or 3. Still about the same. EOS has partnered with Binance to make learning about EOS fun and rewarding. So we have a complete quiz on EOS to receive a free EOS locked products position. So all you have to do is, in order to share the 80,000 EOS, participate in this. So the first 40,000 new simple and users who participate during the promotion period will be eligible to each receive a free EOS locked products position. So this is so interesting, guys. There's a giveaway, but locked on Binance. You can just come right here. This is not part of the AMA. This is another giveaway on Binance. You're saying, do we have to register for the AMA? Please check out this link for more information. I've shared the link right here. But we have another giveaway right here. You learn about EOS. It's fun and rewarding. It's on Binance. I think we have had a number of discussions about learn to earn over the weekend show. And this is so interesting. Your people is saying I still have my 1.5 USD locked from the last one. Wow. So guys, you can participate. I checked it out and they're giving away I think 2 EOS, but locked. And obviously, I think you need to have a Binance account, so it's a bit restrictive to those. I will share this same link, but in some way you're learning about EOS and then you're getting something in return, unless you don't want. And the quiz of just 5 questions, so it's very simple. So this is the announcement, you know. So complete a quiz on EOS and receive a free EOS locked products position. This is the article right here. Let me share it on the chat. So guys, you can check out whatever I'm showing you right here. For those who are on Twitter, if you want to view what I'm saying and the illustrations on YouTube. So guys, as you can see, this is the article about how you can participate in this quiz. Just 5 questions and share 80,000 EOS just as a giveaway by learning. So step 1, you read what is EOS. Step 2, correctly answer all the 5 questions in the quiz. Step 3, the first 40,000 new simple earn users will automatically receive a free 150-day EOS locked products. So it's locked for 150 days and then you have it. And also it has a standard APR of 10%. All you have to do is click here to start the quiz. Let me try to see what they'll bring for me when I click that. It's a number of you saying this. GiveCube, what's that? I'm seeing you type a 1 right there. So this is so interesting, guys. You can participate in this. I love it already. I'll also participate. I'll get time and participate. So it's right here. I've said enough about it. This is something else. GiveCube, I think, wants the trivia. Though we don't have a trivia, we have a spin wheel in giveaways. So those who sent in their accounts first shall participate. I'll ask for your indicator. If you want to participate, indicate to me that you want to do so, and then we shall I'll allow you to participate because some of you pasted the EOS accounts but still don't want to participate, and some of you are not even here. Okay, so another tweet that was shared by the EOS Support, they are saying the current advancement of Web3 is being driven by EOS network and its devoted community, with EOS Respect acting as the pioneer in building a network of trust and across the ecosystem. Challenges are transformed into opportunities for innovation. Embrace the EOS Respect's power. I have participated in the EOS Respect several times, and I've been part of the chief delegates 3 times now. So it's so interesting. I don't know if you guys know about the EOS Respect. I talked about it earlier. And away from the EOS Respect, I'll share another tweet. Since we don't have much time, I already spoke about a lot, and before the show failed to start, I had to restart my devices. So there's a new grant has been approved. This has been shared by the EOS Central Foundation. The ENF grant framework just approved a milestone-driven grant for a milestone-driven grant for EOS Visions. So I told you earlier that there are many ways to solicit for funds in EOS. There are grants by the ENF. And this is one of them. It's called EOS Visions. So you can check it out actually for those who are interested to learn about it. Maybe it may interest you. I'll share the link. Before I do so, let me also talk about the last piece of information I have to share with you guys. That's the EOS Visions. They have just received funding from the ENF. So I'm going to share the tweet with you so that you read more about it. Not the tweet, rather the link to this information. So it's right here, guys. You can read about it. It's right here, so you can read more about it. This is the EOS Visions. They have received 10,000 USD grant from the ENF grant framework. So you can also apply to have a grant from the ENF. So they have a mission to promote the adoption of EOS by creating and promoting content of interest on Reddit and Facebook. Wow. So it's about promoting EOS. So does EOS Visions belong to Lenny or Veronica? I'm not sure, honestly. I've also just seen this today, so I haven't read much about it. So all you have to do is, I've shared the link, make some research about this. This is so interesting. Big shout out to everyone behind the EOS visions, and I'm so excited to see this. EOS vision is right here. You can read more about it, and then let me know what you guys think. You can comment below about what you think, and let me know what you think. Hanson, I'm not sure. I will not say much, but probably it is. In the last piece of information I have, they are saying that this has been shared by the Antelope IO Twitter handle. Following the upgrade of Wax IO mainnet, IBC is officially live for the entire Antelope ecosystem. So this is interesting. Assets can now flow freely from EOS, Telos, UX, and Wax. So that's the IBC for you. I won't say much about this. We have talked about the IBC several times.